So welcome 2K fans to my NBA 2K16 Ultimate Dribbling Tutorial. And I do this every year and I go off the top. So if I'm making mistakes, please help me in the comment section.
It's probably right around the corner.
So we're going to start off with the basics. In NBA 2K16, we've got all new size ups. And most of them have the ability to break people's ankles. Well, I shouldn't say most of them. Definitely quite a few of them in the collection that can put your opponent on the ground. This first one, we're looking at Jamal Crawford. In order to do these size ups, all you have to do is hold the right trigger or R2, tap the right stick right, left, up, or down. And everyone has 4 size ups. You have your standard size up, your inside and out, your crossover, and your escape size up. In this particular case, I'm using Steph Curry, and I added in a little more to the combo. I chained the dribble with a behind the back move right at the precise time to get past Chris Paul for the excellent layup. Now, size ups are setup moves. They're really designed to deceive your opponent or create enough space for you to get by him or even take the jump shot. Look at Kyrie Irving's. His creates space for the jump shot. This is one of his size ups. And this is a phenomenal thing, especially if you're a shooter. And look right here. This is the same dribble that caught Brandon Knight. It's amazing how 2K, the dev team, got this dribble exactly the way he did it. Right here, I actually make Eric Bledsoe almost lose his footing. And this is an ankle breaker jump shot. Now, you can't do a dribbling tutorial without bringing out Allen Iverson. And take a look at what he does. He doesn't actually have some of the more elaborate dribble combinations in his size up category. However, he's got some of the basic ones that are really good for just setting up your defender. Take a look at this. These are some of the basic size up hesitations that he has. And if you look closely, this should remind you of NBA 2K15, some of the hesitations that were in there. But now we have these as a size up. It's exactly the same as it was done in NBA 2K15, holding the right trigger, tapping the right stick left or right. But this is one of his size up. Now this is one of his size up escape moves, which gives him the ample amount of space that he needs to knock down the jump shot. And if you're a shooter, you should definitely have a good size up escape move to give you that space. And this is Michael Jordan, and I'm doing a manual size up crossover. In order to do this one, you tap the right stick back left, back right, back left again, or the opposite, or reverse. And I said before that these aren't necessarily needed, but this is a great way to kind of mix things up and allows you to also chain and combo out of that and blow past your defender. Now we're going to take a look at Darren Williams and his escape move. Notice how his is very similar to the Jordan move I was doing, but it has a snatchback in it. And look how much space I get on Cody Zeller. Take a look at this once again. Comes forward, he snatches it back, and I get about 5 feet on him. This is perfect for you jump shooters. Now we're going to take a look at John Wall, and he's going to do his escape size up. And look how he's just kind of backing up, saying, hey, I got this. I think this is really cool, and it's funny because it's very deceptive. And if a defender or human defender tries to reach on you, you can just blow past them and totally interrupt this animation. So this is definitely something I want to try online, especially Tony Parker's. I think that's hilarious. Now let's take a quick look at the Shamgod. This is from Chris Paul. And his Shamgod is really lethal this year. I thought it was a little slow last year, but this year it is really quick. In order to do the Shamgod, as you're holding the right trigger or R2 running forward, you just tap the right stick towards your defender, forward or up, depending on how your camera's set up. And you'll pull off the Shamgod. Last year, you just had to tap right stick forward. Let's take a look at it again. Right here, as you can see, I'm cold. And I comboed it with a spin move after the Shamgod crossover. You want to double tap square or X on the Xbox One. You'll do that spin move afterwards. Once again, you want to hold the right trigger or R2, tap forward on the right stick. In order to do the crossover, you want to move the right stick to the right or the left right after you perform the Shamgod. But take a look at this. Look how my Shamgod got interrupted. In NBA 2K16, the defense can put a stop to these overpowered animations. They were overpowered in NBA 2K15, but not anymore. This was not the case in last year's game. Right here, I did a combo with Kyrie Irving. Instead of doing a spin layup, I just did a normal spin move after the deadly crossover, after the Shamgod. I just whipped the right stick in a half circle, the opposite direction. Finished with a layup. Now, let's say you're playing My Team mode or Play Now Online and you're using somebody who just doesn't have the Shamgod in his arsenal. Well, you can still do the running in and out crossover. And this is really cool. It's the same as the Shamgod. You're holding R2 or R trigger and you move the right stick forward as you're dribbling. It's a very effective move. Here's Carmelo Anthony's. He does like a nice stutter step with an in and out crossover. And this really just gets your defender, you know, it weakens his ankles, it weakens those knees. It gets him set up to get his ankles broken. It makes him very hard to defend after doing that move. And every now and then, I'm gonna jump into Jake Brown's arsenal of moves. These are my personal favorites. This is one of Jamal Crawford's, you know, in and out crossovers. And take a look at this. As I do this move, I combo it with a spin move right as I catch the ball. Notice how I catch the ball before it even touches the ground. Then I spin around Dante Exum. Look at this. And my dribble rating is very low right now. I think I'm an overall 62. This is another one that I like to do. This is my size up escape move. Look how Dante Exum thinks I'm going forward. I snatch it back, pull up with the jump shot, and I'm getting buckets on him. Now we're going to look at some of the basic moves. This is some of the moves you can do to get yourself set up without using your size ups, because I believe there's dribble fatigue in this game. Because if you try to do the size up multiple times, your character will just get fatigued and he'll just not do it right. He'll do it really slow. The defender can rip you. So these are some of the ones you can do to conserve some of that fatigue, some of that energy. These are your basic hesitation moves. All you have to do is tap the right stick left or right. This is your in and out hesitation. You double tap the right stick left or right, and he'll do that in and out. These are some phenomenal moves. They're just as good as a normal size up because you can explode with a deadly crossover right after it. Now let's take a look at Paul George, and this is his crossover hesitation move. All you have to do is double tap the right stick back left or back right, and he will do this move. And it's pretty good. Everybody has this. You can chain it with a spin move or another hesitation. Now we've got Penny Hardaway showing us the basic in and out crossovers. As you're standing still, just tap the right stick forward or towards your defender. Now this is really great if your player is an athletic player, he's really quick, but he doesn't have any really good size ups. If you're playing Play Now or My Team mode as well. This is your spin dribble. Why not use Doc Rivers to show this? All you do is rotate the right stick in a circle from right to left, from the ball hand to the non-ball hand. And at the end, I did a hesitation spin move where I tapped the right stick to the right, then rotated it in a circle from right to left. Now let's take a look at Carmelo Anthony throwing it down. This is one of my favorite moves in the game, the crossover spin move. You rotate the right stick in a circle from your non-ball hand to the ball hand, just like doing a crossover from right to left, but then you rotate the right stick in a circle afterwards. You must be moving forward to do this. It takes a little bit of practice. Go play one-on-one at the park or on the blacktop or on your my court to test out some of these moves. This is your running double crossover. And might I add, Victor Oladipo is a beast in this game. He's the perfect prototype for these kinds of moves. To do the running double crossover, you move the right stick left to right or right to left while running forward. You do it really quickly too. Now we're back to Jake Brown's moves. This is the running double behind the back crossover move, and I used to do this in NBA 2K13. I put the tutorial out. This is not a cheese move. It doesn't propel you forward. Plus the defender, if he gets close enough to you, will completely interrupt this animation. This is very simple to do, but it has changed. All you do is tap the right stick down as you're moving forward. Then you push left, right on the right stick. You tap it in those directions. I also did the crossover then behind the back move where you just tap the right stick back right or back left and then immediately push down on the right stick and you'll perform that move. Now I'm playing on the superstar difficulty, so it's a little difficult to just break ankles on every possession. But this is the snatchback, or some people call it the step back dribble. As you're holding right trigger or R2, tap the right stick down or away or back, from your opponent. So as you're holding right trigger, just tap it backwards and you'll be able to do a nice snatchback move. I call it the snatchback, it's what we call it in real life. Bam, look at DeMar DeRozan. He's another one, just like Victor Oladipo, very underrated scorer or player in this game. Damian Lillard, he doesn't really have that many great size-up moves, so performing a snatchback is another great way to create that separation with him. Take a look at this. Once again, you hold right trigger or R2 and flip the right stick backwards, and you'll just snatch it back. And it's very responsive this year, and there's lots more new animations. Take a look at John Walls. This was really good in a fast break situation because it just made the defense just stop in their tracks. They had no idea what I was doing. Now we have Steph Curry performing one of my favorite moves, the half spin snatchback. And this one's kind of hard to explain, but in order to do it, you rotate the right stick left to up to perform the half spin. And then you hold the R2 or right trigger and you tap the right stick down. So it's a quick motion. Again, it's right stick left to up and then hold R2 or right trigger and tap that right stick down. So it's left up, then down immediately. And you'll do a half spin and a snatchback. So you combo the two moves together. Pretty deadly move. Definitely gets you that space, and it can certainly break ankles. And last but certainly not least, we have more of Jake Brown's moves. This is my size up escape, and it can be comboed with almost any move in the game. So you guys should experiment with others to see what combos you can come up with. In this particular case, I can actually break out of whatever combination I'm doing and then immediately do this particular combination. It's one of my size ups by holding the right trigger and tapping the right stick down and away. So this concludes my dribble tutorial. I hope this helps. I did the best I could to give you guys some of the basics. Much more to come. This is not the end of my dribbling tutorial. I have other combinations, other styles and things you guys can combo, and I will definitely share those with you as I elevate my character. It's your boy Shake. If you like this video, smack that like tab. It really helps. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll be back with some more 2K16 tutorials.